I wonder if we are live yet. I wonder if we are live. I think we are live. We are live. Wonderful, wonderful. Welcome. Welcome to another live walk. I am once again starting the walk here in Futako-Tamagawa, my local neighborhood, although kind of a different spot this time. I usually start them, in different places, but I don't think I've ever started a walk here. It's actually, we're right below the station, which is kind of weird, so it's going to be very noisy as soon as the train arrives. But then just below the station, there's actually some people living. I can't imagine how noisy it must be, but it's also quite cozy around here. Like, this is a little pocket of old Futako-Tamagawa that still remains here. So yeah, some old houses, you know, there's a station up there, and over here you have the high-rises that you are probably familiar with if you're a long-time viewer of my channel, at least. It looks warmer than yesterday. Yeah, at least it's sunny. It's still actually not that warm. Let me show you. It says, can you see? 13 degrees with a high of 18. So it's pretty chilly. I'm definitely not wearing pink shorts. Sorry, Luke. I'm in my regular cold season attire. But yeah, when there's no wind and when the sun is shining, it's actually not that bad. And yeah, as I wrote, I plan to... Oh, they're building like a new big residential. There used to be a very big old mansion here. Now they're building a new one. It's gonna be interesting to see. But it's quite windy today, so I'm a little bit concerned. Like the wind's like on and off. So I'm not sure if I'll be able to walk too much near the river today. We'll see. I'll try to walk down here for a while, because this part is very nice actually. But let me know if it gets too windy, and then I will try to find places where we are a little bit more protected. But yeah, I'm planning to walk to Den-en-chofu, which is this kind of quite well-known luxury neighborhood. Let me check actually. I want to see how far away we are. Is the video blurry? I don't know. I hope not. Hope it's not blurry. It looked good here at my end, but I am actually trying different SIM card today, because I want to see, now when I have the new iPhone 14, I want to see if the AU network is any better. So it's a little bit of an experiment today. And here we are looking at a walk. Let me see, 55 minutes says Google. 4.3 kilometers if I walk the shortest route, which I most likely won't. But yeah, there you have it. If it's blurry, try to manually set the resolution, because yeah, signal should be good enough for a clear picture right now. Maybe the light, yeah, maybe that makes it look like it's a little bit hazy. Like if you look at the high rises down there, those are not like... Let me just head up here. It looks like we have a weak signal here, yeah. That's too bad. That sucks actually. let me head into the area with all the buildings. Let me see, are we back now? We did have some pretty severe signal issues there down by the river, but now it looks like we're getting better again. Am I feeling better? I'm feeling good, yeah. I mean, I have a tiny cold maybe, but that's just normal life when you have a tiny child. You're always some degree of slightly sick. Just increase the brightness a little bit so I can see. Seen so many times before, but it looks like the signal was too bad. Ooh, and here it's definitely windy. Signal was too bad down by the river. Some of you know the rooftop terrace where I have beer from time to time. That's up here on this building. That's my secret little beer spot, one of many. I think you can see how windy it is. To walk along the river, but I think it's gonna be too windy around there, and also seems like signal is not good, so I will take the smaller back streets instead, where hopefully we are a bit more shielded around from the wind. It's very often windy around here. It has to do with the this whole area is kind of like in a valley, which does things to the wind. So yeah, around the river and also around these buildings it tends to be very windy. Yeah, that's right. There's a place over there, that's the Rakuten head office, and from there you can take the bus. They have the airport shuttle to Haneda Airport. So whenever I go to Haneda, I also take that. If I can. There's not that many departures every day though, so sometimes it's actually quicker to take a train. Really rich and wealthy, I might take a taxi. Oh, super windy. Sorry. I really need to get a boat that I can use on days like today. But hopefully we'll be able to find some better streets soon. Yeah, hold on to your toupee. That's right, George. Be careful. You don't want to lose it. I wonder if this area was intentionally designed to be windy, because on a hot summer day the wind can be quite nice actually. But today it's yeah, I can't say I'm too much of a fan of the wind. there's one thing I want to show you, so I need a place with a good view. Something that actually made the news yesterday on Japanese TV. Can you see that there's a little bit of autumn colors starting to show up? I'm almost entering November, which is the peak autumn month here in Tokyo. Halloween decorations. My daughter is very afraid of those pumpkins because they make this creepy laughing sounds every now and then, and she thinks that's really scary. I need to carry her because she's too afraid. So, Rakuten head office, and like I said, I'm not streaming with my Rakuten SIM today. I put my AU SIM into my iPhone 14 to see if it works any better. The modem in the iPhone 14 is supposed to be upgraded, so I wanted to give it a try. But so far, we already had some technical issues, so I think tomorrow, or as soon as this stream is over, I will probably switch back. But we'll see how today's stream goes. I don't know if you can hear the laugh. Yeah, those sounds really scare my daughter. Yeah, you can see that it's kind of windy, right? After today's stream, I'm actually supposed to meet up with a viewer of mine who is visiting. So that's going to be interesting. I'm not sure if they are watching now. But yeah, always fun. Now that people are starting to travel to Japan again, you're always welcome to shoot me a message or an email and see if I want to meet up for a coffee. If my schedule permits, I'll try to do so. I think I might need to head down to the side streets here because it's probably going to be too windy over at the park. Oh, and I think I forgot to say thanks, but I think it was Brad who gave me a super chat a while ago. Thank you very much, Brad. Whoever it was, sorry if it wasn't Brad, if it was someone else and I forgot. Sorry about that. Anyway, thank you very much. Cosplay and supercar fun. before I go down here, I just want to try to show you that thing that made it to the news yesterday. Let's see if we can do that here. So stupid, this staircase is always closed. Like, okay, you have the nicest lookout spot in the park, but you're not allowed to go there. That's peak Japan. Japan in a nutshell. There we can see it. Oh, thank you, Craig. Thank you so much for the super chat. So, here's the thing that made it to the Japanese TV. You see that? It's a top of Mount Fuji. There's no snow on it. 2 days ago, there was no snow. Yesterday, there was snow. I think it looks so much nicer now with the snow. Like that. We can see that from our balcony. So, that's what I wanted to show you. And that made it, of course, that made it to the news. Japanese TV. First snow on Mount Fuji, yay! Yay, yay! Ah, hey Lemmy, how are you? Will I see you on Friday? I think I will. I'll be able to join you guys on Friday, so looking forward to that. Yeah, nice view of Mount Fuji. Let's see, maybe we can get an even better one now. And now the wind is not too crazy at this specific moment. I love days like this when it's so clear. You can see, you can see Mount Fuji and all the other mountains surrounding the Tokyo or the Kanto plain, like over here too. We can see these mountains most days, but in the summer month they're usually a little bit faint. But during the winter half of the year, the air tends to be much clearer. And yeah, we can enjoy these views almost every day, like as long as it's not cloudy. But generally during the colder months, the air tend to be pretty clear. Now it finally looks like the signal strength is getting a little bit better as well. Let's hope that it stays that way. Oh, bunch of big dogs. Kawaii. What do you say? Should I try walking along the river, or should I go this way and through the more residential streets? You can vote. Let's vote. I always enjoy a vote. River or streets? Please vote now in the chat. River or streets? We can watch these dogs in the meantime. Streets. First option that gets 5 votes. Let's see. Streets, streets. River, river, streets. Streets is leading with 2. Streets, river, 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 river 1. Oh, river 1. Let's see. And if the signal suddenly gets worse here, then I might change to the streets anyway. By the way, those of you who are familiar with this area also might be interested to see that they recently extended and built another kind of concrete section here, probably to make it safer when the river is overflowing, which it does pretty often. What a comeback for the river team, yes. Indeed, I will try to walk on top of this elevated section. And over there, of course, is Musashi Kosugi, which is a pretty interesting, very, very dense and very high-rise residential neighborhood in Kawasaki. Fun for a boat ride, yeah. It's a little bit of a shame that there are so few bridges across the river. I mean, there's this one, there's that one. There's a bunch of big ones, but they're pretty far between. I wish that they just built a low pedestrian only crossing somewhere. That would have made it so much nicer, I think. Sure, that area is quite expensive. Yeah, around here is quite expensive, but the area I'm heading to, Den-en-chofu, is more expensive, I think. That's known as the kind of the Beverly Hills of Tokyo. And a little bit that direction would take us to Todoroki Ravine, which I've passed so many times on this channel. I plan to go there again soon because I went a month ago, and at that time the area was closed because a tree had fallen down, but hopefully they've fixed that now. A long time since T has done a boat ride. That is true. Yeah, I did it in Sweden, and I also done a boat ride in Fukuoka. But you know what? There might be a boat ride coming up on this channel relatively soon. I don't want to promise anything, but there might be. There's a relatively high probability that we will have another boat ride. boat ride. There is actually a Tokyo Bay boat ride video on my channel. Not a live stream, but a 4K video that I shot a couple of years ago. If you want to see that, you can search for it. The potential boat ride that I'm teasing you about now is not gonna be in Tokyo Bay though. This building is kind of interesting. The balconies have a kind of interesting shape. Doing their morning runs along the river. It's nice. Before moving here, I always wanted to live in this area because the river is nearby, and I was like, yeah, if I live here, I'm gonna go on morning runs and next to the river as well. Now I live here and I don't go on morning runs, but I go on morning walks, so I guess that's almost the same. Another one last view of impressive Mount Fuji. Looks like I can't continue here. They're doing some construction, so maybe I have to go down. This bridge you can't even cross at all without a car. Yeah, and I wish they made it a little bit easier for us pedestrians to go to the other side. Now this area next to the river, like closer to Futako-Tamagawa station, everything is like very well maintained and very like, yeah, they made it very nice. From here on it gets a bit more rough, shall I say. There's not that much going on here, and it's more, yeah, more wild, which I kind of like. And also over there is the Amazon logistics building. So I think that's when I order something from Amazon, I think it gets shipped from there. So delivery times are always very, very quick for me. Sometimes I get it the same day, but usually the next day, depending on when I order. I'm not sure though, I'm just guessing. Maybe this building is something else, but it clearly is something Amazon related. And it looks like it could be some sort of logistics center, and it's next to the highway as well, so. Public restroom, if anyone is in the need. Let's see, can we walk? If I keep on walking here, we will just be surrounded by high grass. Not sure how much fun that is to watch. Maybe here is better. Wow, actually I'm getting kind of hot. I need to at least unzip my jacket. Happened here. Kind of random. Why is there a half buried lion in the ground? I think I just saw a snake. Really? Now I'm getting a little bit scared. No pink shorts because it's only 13 degrees, but it actually feels much warmer. It definitely feels way warmer than yesterday, thanks to the sun. I don't know. I think I will actually cross the street and head into the residential area, even though many of you voted for the river. But it's like, it's gonna be 30 minutes of basically just this if I keep on walking on the riverside. So I think I will ignore your will. You got a little bit of river, but now I think I want to be where there are buildings and where there is a chance of me finding... Ohayou gozaimasu! And when there's at least some sort of chance for me to find a decent cup of coffee. Because I'm craving a cup of coffee. Oh, the grass here is really wild. Path up to the street crossing. Too much river, yeah. I've done this walk many times, like when I'm not streaming, and it's nice, but it's not terribly interesting. Kind of have a sense of what you, my dear viewers, tend to enjoy, and I think these streets will be more interesting for you. Iced cafe latte, a hot cappuccino would be probably my preferred drink, because it's not that, the weather is not that warm. Like, yeah, still just 14 degrees. According to my watch. Here's a poster from the Japanese Communist Party that says gender equality. That's about as radical it gets in Japan, in Japanese politics. So now we're actually on a street that might be familiar to many of you, next to this cute little river with very clear water, although no visible fish. And here is like zero wind, so that's pretty nice. And a rock solid 10,000 kilobit bitrate, so stream quality should be pretty good. Hey, Bill Davis, long time no see. Or no, you were here not too long ago. Hey, is this actually a little coffee truck? I think it is. However, oh wow, this is new. Kissa Hachigatsu. Nice. They open at 10 o'clock. What time is it now? That's in 5 minutes. They have drip coffee, rooibos tea, hot hojicha, hot ginger. I'm kind of tempted to try this place out. You know what we can do? We can go to this little temple up here and then come back and see if it's open. Another coffee truck. Imagine if I find another coffee person kind of person. Wouldn't that be wonderful? It's not coffee person. No, it's not. Coffee person is in a vastly different part of town. So I'm super curious to see what this place is like. Hope the owner is friendly and chatty. This guy doesn't look so friendly nor chatty. More like creepy. This guy looks a little bit more friendly, I would say. I always enjoy coming to this quite different temple. Like it's not your average Japanese temple, that's for sure. But it's very beautiful here. Look at this little kappa guy. Ah, the dog. That dog hates you. Thank you very much. Notice how I think I pronounced your name correctly this time, after calling you something else for like a year. Thank you very much. So I'm shooting a few photos with various devices, potential screenshots, and also some photos with my Rico. $243 people watching. Nice. A little bit lower than usual though, but I guess maybe the technical issues in the beginning of the stream scared the YouTube algorithm or something. Ah, Jenny's here. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, and thank you, Vidya Santoso, Ice Coffee Fund. Thank you, thank you. As always, it is my viewers and my support, the support I get from you, that keeps this channel running. So I really appreciate that. You mean a lot to me. And speaking about that, I recently got the first photo session booking from one of my Patreon supporters. So I've been like thinking a lot about what kind of discounts and so on that I can give my supporters when they visit Japan, and I'm kind of, I will probably make a separate video where I tell you a little bit. Rest assured that if you are planning to come to Tokyo and if you want to hire me for a tour or a photo session, you will get a bit of a discount if you're a Patreon supporter. So one more reason to join me on Patreon. Anyway, I think it's 10 o'clock now, so let's see if the coffee wagon has opened. That little statue reminds me of George Lopez. Yes, I totally agree. Totally agree. That's George in a nutshell, that little Kappa statue. At least personality-wise, it's very similar to George. I think they're opening now. Yes, it's open. Wonderful. Konnichiwa. やってますか？はい、どうぞ。はい。ホットコーヒー。ホットコーヒー5分ぐらいお時間いただいてあります。はい、大丈夫です。大丈夫ですか？はい。これ最近できた？そうですね、8月終わりぐらいから。ああ、だから8月、喫茶8月。そうです。ああ。ここよく通りますけど初めて見た。ありがとうございます。よかったら椅子使ってってください。はいはい。すみません、今 YouTube やってますけど、ちょっと見せていいですか、お店。はい。So yeah, great. It's open, and she said they just opened in 8月. What's that? August. So a neat little coffee food truck. Since I'm the first customer, it will take a little while to make the coffee, so She asked me to sit down and wait for 5 minutes. They only have regular drip coffee, no fancy espresso, cappuccino kind of stuff. No. Oh, it's very nice. Nice place to relax. First customer, yeah, first customer of the day, absolutely. How did I get? Oh, thank you, Jenny. Coffee kappa. Garfield also have one. It smells nice already. So, yeah, please be patient as I wait for this coffee. If I get 1,000 viewers, I'd rather see T listen to ABBA on headphones. Okay, George, I'll throw that into the offer. If we get 1,000 viewers, you will not only get to see my face, but you will also get to see me listening to ABBA, possibly in headphones. Quiet morning in a typical Japanese residential neighborhood. I wonder if T has a curly mustache. I'm not so much for facial hair actually. I don't have a beard, I don't have a mustache. I tried to grow a beard once and it looked so silly, so I removed it and I've never tried again ever since. That's the postal service van. Cute. Let me see, we haven't actually made it that far and I already walked for an hour. Let me check how far are we from... yeah, we just made it like a third through the... maybe almost half, kinda. I don't know if you can see, but we started here, we are now here, and the goal is here. Now you're all name dropping your favorite ABBA songs in the chat. For those of you who are new to the channel, they are just bullying me because they know how much, like, I really dislike ABBA a lot. Even though they're from Sweden, but I think it's a shame that such a shitty band has turned into like the representation of Sweden. So, but many of my viewers seem to genuinely enjoy ABBA, so they are like teasing me. In case you're wondering why we're talking about that. Anyway. By the way, did you see that I posted the lonely soy milk package on Instagram? It's very difficult to see here, but yeah, if you're not following me on Instagram yet, you should. That's where I post a lot of the photos from my walks. And also, of course, Twitter. I also post photos there from time to time.あ、牛乳ありますか？牛乳あります。はい。じゃあそしたら。はい。はい。Nice little coffee food truck here. Huh? This is a different one. Den-en-chofu大井町。これ他の店ですね。
これはコーヒーのお豆の。
ああ、なるほどなるほど。So this is the place where the beans come from. Located here. はい。はい。はい。じゃあ100円お返ししますね。はい。はい、ありがとうございます。
はい、じゃあこち
らで。はい。どうもありがとうございます。
お気をつけて。
はい。Okay. Thank you for your patience while I was waiting for my morning brew. Is the frame rate so good or am I tripping? Yes, since a while ago I'm streaming in glorious 60 frames per second. So you are not tripping, Luke. It's thanks to the wonders of technical advancement. I can now stream in 60 FPS, and so far it's been working relatively well. I think it's a little bit more demanding of a good connection, but generally it's working well. Oh, this is a good coffee. Good coffee, absolutely. In case you ever find yourself in this area, which you most likely won't, but if you do, that coffee truck is not a bad choice. Some of you might remember this little, I always love this facade here, this little barber shop, which I don't know, it always looks closed, but it doesn't look like it's out of business. Not sure. I just love old Japanese storefronts like that. We walked through here last winter. Yeah, I often walk here actually, but then what I usually do is I turn up this street and then I head to the Todoroki ravine, which is like, yeah, another 5-10 minutes this way. But today I will just continue walking parallel, so we're really like, I mean, the river is literally down there, so we're super close to the river, and I will continue walking next to the river to Den-en-chofu, which is a walk that I've done I think only once before on this channel, maybe 2 times. I did it once at night, I remember. So yeah, Schrödinger's store, that's right. ですね。そうですね。今日は天気すごくいいです。昨日は全然良くなかったけど、今日はなんか歩きやすい天気。暑くないけどちょうどいい。I wonder if someone's living in this overgrown house or if it's just abandoned. Wes, you're coming to Tokyo in January. Great. Yeah, it's so good to hear that more and more of my viewers are already in Japan or planning to come to Japan, like that you finally can come to Japan. That's making me very happy. Mr. Miyazaki in the house. Which direction to go here? Maybe one more block this way, because if I go down here it's like I'm just walking in a zigzag pattern, up and down, up and down. We are just nearing the 1 hour mark of today's walk. Let's see if I can make it to Den-en-chofu before the 2 hour mark. I think I can. Mechanical Lamb, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you, thank you. This little narrow street looks very tempting, but I don't think I'm supposed to pass, judging on all the gates they put there. Maybe it's probably private land. Oh, and look at this cute little shrine. Great weather today, indeed, yes. So let's see. This way. Super local post office. Noge, Setagaya Noge Yubin-kyoku. That's also like there's so many small details that I just love about Japan, and one of them is just that there are still local post offices like in Sweden where I grew up. Like we had them when I was a child, but they were probably all closed like 20 years ago, and now you just go to like your local little supermarket to pick up your parcels or whatever. Oh, look at these doves And then there's a fake owl. Yeah, this area is very hilly, absolutely. And I'm pretty sure that what we're crossing now should be the little stream that runs through the Todoroki ravine. Pretty sure, yeah, that's it. Todoroki ravine is actually over there, so we're super close to it. That means I should probably just continue this way. Another hill, another block. A nice little park here. You still have them in Australia? That's nice. I don't know, there's something like, I don't know, that kind of like infrastructure that used to be super important for the society. I mean, it still is, I guess, but like in Sweden, it's just all those things are getting like, they cut down again. These days, I think in Sweden, they don't even deliver mail every day, but just every second day. Whereas here in Japan, it's just like, yeah, it's just working like clockwork. I like that. This is also a nice little park. Will I be posting on my second channel anytime soon? Not soon, but I have not completely forgotten or abandoned it. I think things will start happening there next year, is my hope. Like together with a rebranding and probably a bit of change. I might, yeah, I don't want to promise too much or say too much, but yeah, I still want to do more videos like that. It's just that right now I'm way too busy. In suburban Australia, you get 2 mail deliveries a week. Wow. Yeah, in Japan you get it every day. I think even the Japan Post guy comes to our house several times a day, actually. Seen any sad playgrounds yet? Not really, no. Today on this walk there hasn't been many sad playgrounds. Wow, that's a pretty significant drop from daily to twice a week. That's definitely a significant drop. Ohayou gozaimasu. Justin, 6 minutes behind the live stream. Yeah, you know, you can see that little live indicator in the, I think the red dot next to it. If it's gray, it means that you're not watching the stream in real time, but that you're behind. Where are the gas stations? There's plenty of gas stations, but not they're usually next to the big roads, and I generally try to avoid big roads when I'm walking, so you may not see them terribly often on my streams, but yeah, there are of course gas stations here too, but not on streets like this. I think we're getting closer to Den-en-chofu now. Like San Francisco. Isn't San Francisco way more hilly than this though? The hills here are pretty small. Oh, tired doggo. Bikkurishita. I didn't see it. So yeah, a few blocks up here there's a big street or big road. On that road you will probably find a gas station. That's a big. This is a big house. And lots of the houses here are pretty fancy. So you can definitely feel that we're getting closer to the rich Den-en-chofu area. And I mean the area where I started is also rich, but I think Den-en-chofu is like one notch higher up on that scale. Oh, they turned their driveway or their parking spot into a little cute garden. How nice. Yeah, signal is getting crappy again. Sorry about that. Late to the stream. How much did these homes typically sell rent for? It's impossible to generalize because they vary so much in size and everything. But I think if you would like to buy a house around here, you would not find anything for less than the equivalent of $1 million, I think. This area is quite expensive. Do you ever think you will own a house in Japan instead of an apartment? No, not really. Maybe like a summer house or like a second home, maybe. But I don't think I would want to have, like I'm really an apartment person, especially here in Japan, like where the space is so limited. I've said this so many times before on my channel, but I really don't see why people want to have a house in Tokyo. Because to me the benefits of living in a house would be that you have a garden and you have more privacy. But most houses in Tokyo has neither of those. I mean, yeah, this house up here, they have like a little bit of a garden. But like, I mean here, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I don't see the point. And also the houses in Japan, like unless you spend crazy amounts of money, the quality of the house will be quite poor. Very thin walls, poor insulation, and not really designed to last. You know, most houses in Japan, most like single family homes in Japan get torn down after around 30 years. So they're not built to last longer than that. So yeah, I don't really see the point. I mean, yeah, sure, if I could afford like a place like this that has like a proper garden, maybe my reasoning would be different, but if you're just talking about the kind of normal middle class Japanese houses, nah, don't think it's for me. signal is pretty bad, yeah, sorry about that. Can you own a house in Japan even if you don't live there? Yes, you can. You can. Are you going to let your children play hockey? Yeah, sure, if my daughter wants to play hockey, I'm not gonna stop her from doing that. But I don't think hockey is very popular here in Japan. But maybe when we move to Sweden, she might be interested. Let's see. I think I need to check the map because I have no idea which direction I should go now. It feels somehow that maybe this is the right way. So if you wait, you know what I can do? Let me check how much your house is around here. Kensaku. 中古一戸建て。東京都。地図から探す。はい。There's not a lot available around here, but like here's a house around here, 4 bedrooms, 237 square meters, and that's, what is that? Yeah, about $2 million, right? No, yeah, about $2 million. There are a few more smaller ones. Oh yeah, this or this one. This is 450 square meters. That's like $6 million. Well, now with the exchange rate, it's kind of like cheaper. Let's see what the cheapest one I can find is. But that's pretty far from here, actually. No, it's not too far from here. Okay. This one is less than $1 million. Yeah. But this one is probably very old, is my guess. Yeah, this one is built 46 years ago. So that's why it's cheap, because probably the house itself is kind of worthless. So that's only the land value, is my guess. And also remember, like, maybe some of you think that those prices does not sound that expensive, but you also have to remember that the salaries in Japan are generally quite low, like if you compare to, say, US. I think the average salary or median salary in Tokyo is about 5 million yen per year. 5 or 6, I don't remember. So that in dollars would be like $40,000 annual salary with today's exchange rate. But yeah, there's definitely some nice houses here. These look pretty cool. All right, I forgot I was supposed to check the map. The signal is really bad here too. Sorry about that. I hope you can still see and hear what I say and that you can see something. Okay. Yeah, I'm on the right track. That's good to know. think the signal is slowly starting to recover. Yeah, we hit a pretty significant dead spot there. Sorry about that. Yeah, I need to learn from my mistakes. Rakuten is the way to go. Like whenever I try a different carrier, it's just doesn't hold up. Can't stream without a stable signal. It's just the best in that regard. Lost like 200 viewers as well. Let's see, hopefully some of them will come back, but if not, thanks for watching. Yeah, it keeps going on and off around here. Yeah, just doesn't want to work. Finally, it looks like the signal is recovering again. I'm really disappointed with how poor AU is doing. And I'm sorry, my dear viewers, for letting you have to endure this crappy signal experience. Ah, fungus, thank you very much. That's some kimchi and natto money there. Are we back? I think we're getting a decent signal again now. Finally. Here's another one of these cute little local post offices. They're everywhere in Japan. This street is actually very nice. I've never walked here before, but I love these bridges. They all have a slightly different design, but it's a very nice little area, this. I need to snap some photos. Wow, that's quite the fancy house up there. very nice area, this. Even though it's pretty not too far from where I live, but yeah, I still discover new charming streets from time to time. Oh, and look, here we have some family of oi.戻った。そう、すごい電波が本当に悪くなった。突然。今はちょっと大丈夫だったね。よかったよかった。Looks like this. See you soon. It's supposed to be a coffee shop, another coffee shop down here. Then this street looks kind of inviting too. I see a ramen shop, but let's see if we can locate this little coffee shop somewhere around here called Olympus. Found it. Looks like it might be an old kissaten. Yes, it is. Okay, they actually, it's a restaurant. They have like sashimi as well. And here's a shrine. Shrine that I've never been to. So I guess we have to explore that. Rakuten satellite black backpack found. Thank you, Luke. Thank you very much. This is a nice approach with the sun shining through the trees here. See? It's beautiful. Pretty sure I've never been to this shrine before. Oh, it's very small. But cute. Pink cargo pants. No thanks. Okay, so now let me check the map and figure out how to get to the Den-en-chofu station. Okay, I should actually backtrack a little bit and then turn down that street with the ramen shop. Great! How did I get into photography, you ask? I tried photography when I was like, I think first time I held a digital, or not digital, analog SLR was when I was maybe 16, 17. And for the first time I felt that I had a tool which made it possible for me to kind of express my own creativity. Before that I was like, I really suck at drawing and painting. And when I was younger, like I had lots of friends who were pretty good at those things. And I was always so envious. Like I really wanted to be able to do that as well, but I just couldn't. Like whenever I tried to draw something, it just, it never looked the way I wanted it to look. But when I held the camera, I finally felt that I had a way to create something that I was actually somewhat skilled at. Like the result did not look like crap. And that was a very happy moment for me. And I've stuck with it since then. That's how I got into it. And then for my 18th birthday I wanted my own camera, and I got one, an old Canon analog. I think it was the EOS 500 it was called. And shortly thereafter I got my first job as a photographer at the local newspaper. I got a small little extra job. They had this like one spread every week that was made by high school kids. And I became one of those, creating that page, and then that led to the next job and the next job, and been doing it ever since. My first DSLR camera was, I don't remember the name, but it was a Canon camera. I was using Canon for the first half of my photography career. So it was, I don't remember the name, but Canon released a affordable DSLR sometimes in the early 2000s. And that was my first digital SLR camera. I think it was a 3 megapixel camera. Still do analog photography? Not really, no. I'm too impatient. I have a few analog cameras, but I think the last time I developed a roll of film was probably, I don't know, maybe 5 years ago. So it feels like I would be lying if I said that I still do it. Oh, here's a cute little bento shop. But I'm actually having lunch with my viewers, so here's also a cute little bento shop, and I think they have coffee too. Nice. This is also first time ever for me to walk on this street. Here's a it's like a meat, yakiniku restaurant. Did I go to school? No. I took a photography class in high school, but I was really like, back then I was absorbing everything I could find about photography. This was like in the early days of internet. So there were tons of resources online, and to be honest, I felt like I was teaching my teacher more than he was teaching me. So I think for photography, I don't know, my experience is that that's something you can definitely learn by yourself, especially today. Yeah, you get a lot of reveals today, mostly shadows, but maybe a face reveal or reflection reveal as well. It's okay. I guess I have to make up for the signal issues somehow, so those of you who are still with me, you deserve a bit of extra bonus material. So let me just, oh no! So I'm actually walking the wrong direction now. So I need to turn here. But it was nice to explore this little shopping street, but it's actually not the direction I'm supposed to be walking. I think the station is up there, like around on that hill, because Den-en-chofu station is kind of on the top of a hill. Back to over to 270 watching, great! I don't think we ever broke the 300 barrier on today's stream, which is a little bit disappointing, but considering the signal issues, they hurt viewership quite a lot, so no wonder. But he's enjoying it. That's all I really ask for. Uh-oh, looks like we're heading back to a crappy signal area. Not good. Yeah, Jonks Road. Now I'm heading a different direction and hopefully signal will recover soon. People are very impatient, I know, especially today in the internet era. Today's kids have zero patience. Update on the supercar fund. Not sure if there's much happening in that fund, I'm afraid. Ooh, here we have a steep uphill. Just figure out if that's where I'm supposed to be heading. Should I? No, I can't continue this way. Okay. Jenny, you have plenty of patience, I know that. Oh, that's a interesting house. In case you want your home to look like a Roman palace. So now we're actually in Ota City. Ah, Brad Ward. One more for the cosplay costume fund. Thank you. With a little extra for the supercar fund. Thank you very much, Brad. Thank you so much. But even though this is such a fancy luxury area, the cell phone carrier has not invested a lot in the signal strength in this area. That's disappointing. Roman Palace Fund. I like that. Yeah. Can we do that? Can we get me a Roman Palace where I can host viewer meetups? Wow, that's a pretty interesting hill right here. We are heading up this way. Yeah, this is very hilly, this area. This is what I imagine San Francisco to be like in terms of hilliness. Do you see people driving Teslas? I don't know, as I mentioned before, but I'm not really a car person, so I don't really know what brand of cars people are driving. Yeah, I got a good workout today. Definitely good workout today. Now I'm looking forward to reaching the goal and waving goodbye to you. I'm getting tired, but I'm pretty close now. I am pretty close here. By the way, if you are looking at Google Maps, you will see that the streets or this neighborhood that I'm approaching now around the station is having a really interesting layout. It really stands out the way the streets are laid out around here. Quite unique for Tokyo. this wall here. But I'm not sure if you can hear me because the signal is still crap. Yeah, it looks like a semicircle, exactly. I would say, there's like two general types of neighborhoods in Tokyo. Either they're like completely messed up, like in terms of like hardly any street is like straight lines. They're just like going like snakes in a crazy pattern, and that's because the land rights has been like, basically the streets were drawn before there were cars. Or you have the neighborhoods mostly in like eastern Tokyo, which are like perfectly straight lines. But that's like the kind of general two types. But this neighborhood is different, obviously. If anyone is tempted, here's an empty plot of land. Potentially it could be for sale. I have a green light? I do have a green light. Yeah, too bad. This turned out to be a very, very nice walk, but it's really a bummer that it's been ruined by the connection issues. Note to self, stick with Rakuten. There's another house that goes for the Roman palace aesthetic. Well, Courtney, you worked a lot. Maybe to build up a good budget for your next Tokyo trip. Yep, you're building up a delicious food fund, aren't you, Courtney? Looking forward to see you here whenever you make it to Japan. I think I'm finally getting close to the station. To Japan in October. You mean October next year? I don't know. It's impossible for me to say right now if I will be here or not that far in advance. But if you keep following my channel, you will know what happens. So here's actually the station. Switch to 30 FPS. I can't switch during the stream. It's something I set before the stream and then I can't change it. So yeah. It should kind of lower the frame rate automatically when the signal is bad, but that doesn't seem to work very well. When is the best time to go to Japan, in my opinion? Spring or autumn? Spring or autumn. So either now or March, April, May is also decent. Winter is not bad. Summer is bad. Summer is awful here. So June, July, August, first half of September, I generally try to be out of the country as much as possible because it's too hot, at least in Tokyo. Anyway, yeah, even here in front of the station the signal is bad. Like, what's going on? Seriously, AU? You are a crappy carrier. I shall never use you again. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. We are here at the station. I will take the train back home and meet my viewer for lunch. So, thank you so much for watching today. And I'll see you all soon again. Maybe... I'm not sure if I'll be able to stream tomorrow. I'm quite busy, but maybe Friday should be good. Tomorrow might work, but I'm just not sure. Okay, thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye. Hej då. Auf Wiedersehen und mata.